Hello everyone, Yusuke Wada, October 11th, 2021. Today is not a holiday. Don't forget, because the sports day was shifted to July 20 something, when I think it was 26 or something like that, for the Olympics commencement, because in the past 1963-64 Olympics was held on October 10th, and that was the sports day back then. And they shifted for the 2020 Olympics, which was held in 2021. We all know that, for COVID-19 as well. But a few years ago, they shifted to make it a long weekend. So it's 2020, October 11th this year. Since October 10th was the Sunday, so they shifted to that, to the first Monday, or the second Monday, October, after October 10th or so, second Monday. And what happened was, this year, we had the Olympics in Tokyo Olympics, so they changed the Olympics day. And from now on, for the next year, I do not know the calendar, how they're going to do it, but they're probably going to shift it to just July from now on. But in any case, today is not a holiday. It's a working day. And speaking of the working days, recently, especially on Friday, we had a big earthquake. Thursday, the train wreck. The train has been out, and last night as well, there was a blackout on the way, and all the trains had to stop. Even though the state of emergency has been cleared, you don't have to, everyone have to go back to work, at the same time, People still are not 100% COVID vaccinated. And not only that, there are people who cannot take the vaccination. So that's another problem. So still the Gamma and Delta, the Delta variants and Kappa variants are still around, and we have to watch out. And well, actually, I wanted to go back home just to pick up documents last night around 8 o'clock at night, and the train was not in operation. So I decided to go back home. By the time I got back home around 8, go back home to my apartment. It was 8:30 and nothing was open. Well, they said that this is our last order at 8:30. We can't accept any more customers, and we're still in the state of emergency, and a lot of large companies are not offering place to eat. So what a bad day. And matter of fact, I'm using iPhone 5 here right now. And the problem about iPhone 5 is when I move around, the aperture changes, So it's a problem of this camera. And I should be using something like this, where I can stabilize the aperture and all that. Main topic. Yesterday, I was in Yushima, a walking distance from here. And up the hill, I just go up the hill actually. If I go down the hill on the other side, I ended up in Ochanomizu. In Ochanomizu, there is a NECO Cafe, which is a protection of the cats, stray cats. And the president of NECO Cafe, NECO Republic, which is called, and is a friend of mine. And this is her homepage here at the Ochanomizu parlor. I should say cafe. And there are a lot of cats. I've been there about 5-6 years ago, or maybe probably even more, even back more back in the past. And there are many cats, and what they do is they protect these stray cats, they nurture them, and they find foster homes, just like any other NECO cafe around the world. And she does a lot in her work, and due to that, her movement, the whole street up in Yushima, we call that Neko Matsuri. They have the Neko Matsuri, Neko Festival, Cat Festival, and a lot of business blooming for, and also they sell a lot of cat goods as well as ornaments. And what they do is they have a stamp rally, and if you get collect all the stamps, you get some prize or something like that. And it's a good place. And on around that area, there is also the Kanda Myojing, which is a Kanda shrine. It's a big shrine there, and a lot of people out there, and they have a lot of ornaments and goods. And it's a good place to visit if you have time in Tokyo. And it's just a walking distance from Akihabara, which is really just down the street, up the hill, down the hill. And if you're ever tired of this mass people around Akihabara, have a stop in this NECO Cafe, NECO Republic, and she calls herself, since it's a republic, instead of her calling herself the president or CEO, she calls herself the prime minister, because it's a republic. Well, thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed. Today's a very hot day again. I think tomorrow or day after, the temperature is going to go down, or Wednesday, the temperature is going to go down to normal, and the brutal summer day will be over. Have a good day and have a safe day, and see you tomorrow once again. Bye bye.